and building human capital that will drive Sindh's growth in decades ahead. Honourable Speaker, no nation can achieve lasting prosperity without investing in its people and in its youth. Education remains the most powerful instrument for social mobility, economic growth and human development. Last year, we committed to strengthening the education sector through teachers' recruitment, restoration of schools, expansion of early childhood education, support of our school children, decentralization of school finances, and greater access to higher education opportunities. One of the largest merit-based recruitment drives in Sindh history was successfully undertaking, and we recruited an additional 5,530 teachers. An additional 5,530 teachers recruitment is underway. The government completed 1,312 new schools during this year. Reconstruction of flood-affected schools also continued, with 606 schools rehabilitated and reconstructed, while work is in progress on another 1,860 schools. Recognizing the importance of early learning, 1,336 early childhood education classrooms were established and strengthened, benefiting more than 40,000 children. In addition, 752 teachers received specialized training and 584 early childhood teachers were recruited. I'll just skip a few pages here due to shortage of time, and I'll go to law and order. Peace and security are indispensable for economic growth, social stability and public confidence. Recognizing this, the Government of Sindh continued to invest in modern policing, counter-terrorism capabilities and public safety initiatives to ensure a secure environment for citizens and businesses alike. A major milestone during financial year 2025-26 was the expansion of technology-driven policing and road safety initiatives. The introduction of AI-based faceless e-ticketing system, together with expansion of the Safe City program, transformed traffic enforcement and strengthening road safety across the province. More than 1.07 million electronic tickets were issued through transparent and technology-based enforcement mechanism. Adopting a citizen-friendly approach, the government waived penalties for the first-time traffic violators to encourage compliance through awareness rather than punishment. To further strengthen the surveillance of public safety, 1,325 smart cameras equipped with facial recognition and automatic number plate recognition technologies were installed at strategic locations. In addition, 1,487 assistant sub-inspectors were recruited. Recruitment of 2,000 investigation officers was approved, and modernization work commenced on 40 model police stations across the province. So one of the most important achievements of the year was restoration of peace and security in the Kacha areas of northern Sindh through targeted anti-dacoit operations in Shikarpur, Kashmir and Gotki, supported by an allocation of Rs 872 million. Law enforcement agencies conducted 141 encounters, eliminated 48 hardened criminals, made 140 arrests and secured 475 voluntary surrenders. Most importantly, approximately 115,000 acres of Kacha territory was cleared from criminal influence, restoring confidence among local communities and strengthening the writ of the state. Sir, I now turn to another important commitment of this government, that is empowering persons with disabilities, promoting inclusion and ensuring that no citizen is left behind in journey towards progress and power and prosperity. During the current financial year, significant progress was achieved in expanding rehabilitation services, strengthening inclusive education and improving accessibility across the province. Today, the Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities operates 67 special education and rehabilitation schools, 10 centers for autism rehabilitation and training, and works in partnership with 140 organizations supporting persons with disabilities. More than 1,000 teachers from 300 schools received specialized training under inclusive education program, while a broader initiative has been launched to train 5,000 teachers in inclusive education methodologies. The government also expanded rehabilitation infrastructure New CRs facilities at Tando Muhammad Khan and Korangi have been completed, while the Sakhar Mega Complex and centers in Mirpur Khas, Karachi Central and DHA Karachi are progressing. The Sindh Institute of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, Ladkhana, has achieved approximately 90% completion, while a similar facility is being developed in Sakhar. Rehabilitation facility is also being expanded in Karachi, Badin, Shahdatpur, Jacobabad, Moro, Daud and Mithi. To improve accessibility and opportunity, 42 digital classrooms were established for deaf students. Pakistan's largest vocational training facility for persons with disabilities was established at Korangi, and assisted devices worth rupees 800 million were distributed across Sindh. Honourable Speaker, sir, I now turn to another area where government has delivered tangible results for citizens across the province, modernizing public transport, improving mobility and advancing sustainable transportation solutions. An efficient, affordable and accessible transport system is essential for economic growth, social inclusion and urban productivity. The People's Bus Service continued its successful expansion, with operational fleet reaching 290 buses and services extended to Khairpur, Shikarpur, Tando Alayar and Hyderabad. Today the service carries approximately 125,000 passengers daily and has served more than 1 million passengers since its launch. To improve mobility for women, the Pink Bus Service, Pakistan's first women-exclusive public transport initiative, continued to expand. The government also accelerated the transition towards green mobility. During the year, 34 electric buses became operational, while an additional 100 electric buses are being inducted into the transport network. Furthermore, procurement of the first 500 electric buses under the broader 1000 EV bus program is being undertaken through a public-private partnership framework, making it one of the largest green transport initiatives in Pakistan. To further strengthen Karachi's transport network, the government has approved procurement of 50 modern double-decker buses at a cost of approximately rupees 4.8 billion, out of which 25 double-decker buses will be on the road in the next 3 months. The new fleet is expected to serve more than 30,000 passengers daily and will significantly enhance public transport capacity in the city. Sir, I now turn to another important pillar of our development strategy, leveraging public-private partnerships to accelerate infrastructure development, attract investment and create new opportunities for economic growth. The Government of Sindh has successfully positioned public-private partnership as a key instrument for infrastructure development. Today, Sindh possesses the largest public-private partnership portfolio in Pakistan, valued at approximately rupees 877 billion, with projects worth rupees 190 billion under construction and a further 365 billion under procurement and investment. These projects span transportation, water supply, renewable energy, urban infrastructure and environmental sustainability. A flagship project under this framework is the Ghodki-Kantkot Bridge, the largest bank-to-bank or longest bank-to-bank bridge across River Indus in Pakistan, spanning approximately 12.2 kilometers. The project will transform connectivity in northern Sindh. The government also launched the carbon emission reduction through forestation project, covering approximately 35,000 hectares of riverine forest in Jamshoro and Matiari district. The project will sustain climate resilience, support carbon sequestration, enhance biodiversity and create livelihood opportunities for local people. Sir, I now turn to water security, sanitation and public health infrastructure. Access to clean drinking water, sanitation and reliable public health infrastructure remains essential for public health, economic well-being and sustainable development. During the current financial year, the government continued to invest significantly in water supply, sanitation and drainage infrastructure across Sindh. Out of 167 targeted water supply and drainage schemes, 147 schemes have been completed, while work on 146 additional schemes is progressing and is expected to be completed during the next financial year. Major achievements include the completion of ultraviolet filtration water supply project at Rattodero and significant progress on the Shahdatkot water supply and drainage project, improving access to safe drinking water and sanitation service for local communities. The government were released and important achievements in the irrigation because we were particularly concerned about floods. So we focused on the floods, and as a result, the Karo-Ghungro outfall drain system has achieved 69% physical progress. Soni-Dhoro restoration project is almost complete. The Khairpur drainage network, restoring drainage services to approximately 142,000 acres affected by the 2022 floods, is almost complete. The Ranara Canal head reach lining has been completed. Shadiwa small canal lining has been completed. Bulleri distributary lining is almost complete. Rajwa lining is almost complete. Bahadurwa lining is almost complete. Ganjbar lining is almost complete. Gaja Guni branch drain and Hajipur pumping stations have been physically completed substantially. And the K4 support project, the KB feeder lining, has achieved 78% physical progress and inshallah will be completed in the next financial year. So now I turn to the budget strategies and priorities for financial year 2026-27. The budget for financial year 2026-27 reflects a commitment to fiscal responsibility, economic stability and continued investment in the welfare of our people. The total budget outlay for the coming financial year is rupees 3.562 trillion, comprising current expenditure of 2.560 trillion, a development portfolio of rupees 720.39 billion and capital expenditure of rupees 281.7 billion. Despite significant fiscal constraints and additional national obligations, we have protected allocations for education, healthcare, irrigation, public safety, local government services and social protection. The budget has been formulated on the principles of fiscal prudence, protection of human development, infrastructure investment and support for vulnerable sections of the society through a balanced combination of expenditure rationalization, improved resource mobilization and targeted investments. This budget seeks to sustain economic growth, strengthen public services, enhance climate resilience and create opportunities for future generations across Sindh. The budget has been prepared on a balanced strategy founded on 4 principles: safeguarding Sindh's constitutional rights, maintaining fiscal sustainability, contributing to national stability, and continuing investment in the welfare of our people. Honourable Speaker, Sindh responded positively to federal government's request for cooperation towards national strategic requirements. However, from the outset, we made it clear that any support must remain fully consistent with the Constitution, protect Sindh's rights under the NFC award, and not compromise province's development priorities, fiscal sustainability, or public service delivery obligations. Following extensive negotiations, the Government of Sindh secured a comprehensive framework of constitutional and financial safeguards through an arrangement with the federal government. The most important safeguard is the full protection of Sindh's constitutional entitlement under the 7th NFC award. This arrangement explicitly secures fiscal protection mechanism through a guaranteed federal revenue assignment base of rupees 3.35 trillion. Even if federal revenues fall below this threshold, Sindh's protected share will remain insulated from such shortfalls, ensuring stability and predictability in province's finances. At the same time, any revenues collected above the projected federal revenue assignment of rupees 15.264 trillion will continue to be distributed under the NFC formula, ensuring that Sindh retains its full constitutional share in future revenue growth. Honourable Speaker, the constitutional basis for this support is rooted in Article 164 of the Constitution, which empowers the Provincial Assembly to make grants in respect of matters beyond its legislative competence. This arrangement reflects the spirit of cooperative federalism. Fulfilling these national responsibilities has not been without a cost. To accommodate this contribution while maintaining fiscal stability, the government has reduced its provincial ADB size from the projected rupees 575 billion to rupees 400 billion. Nevertheless, we have protected priority projects and essential public services that directly affect the lives of our citizens. Our objective is not merely to spend more, but to spend better. This budget therefore reflects a careful balance between national responsibility and provincial rights, between fiscal discipline and development ambition, and between present challenges and future opportunities. So I'll just briefly tell you our investments in various sectors. In the education sector, that remains at the heart of the government's development strategy. We are allocating rupees 601 billion for education. For health and population sector, the total allocation is rupees 402 billion. This would enable, and so we have ring-fenced funding to our flagship healthcare institutions, including NICVD, SICVD, SIUT, SICHN, JPMC and Government Institute, which collectively provide free and life-saving healthcare services to millions of patients annually. We have also ensured that our partnership with Indus Hospital Network, Child Life Foundation and Patient Aid Foundation remains insulated from fiscal pressures so that uninterrupted healthcare services continue to be available to the citizens of this province. So in the transport and communication sector, we have allocated 185 billion rupees. These investments will support expansion of public transport system, road infrastructure, bridges and strategic connectivity projects across Sindh. Our objective is to improve mobility, reduce travel time, facilitate trade and provide safe, affordable and efficient transportation system to the people of Sindh. So in the irrigation sector, an investment of rupees 103 billion has been provided. The government will continue investing in canals, drainage systems, barrages, flood protection works and climate resilient water structure. In sanitation and public health and engineering sector, an allocation of rupees 49 billion has been earmarked, and this will enable us to ensure that drainage infrastructure and public health engineering projects improve living conditions and public health outcomes, particularly in the underserved urban and rural areas. So for local government and service delivery sector, we are allocating rupees 347.6 billion. And these resources will support municipal infrastructure, urban development, solid waste management, community services, and improvement in local service delivery across Sindh. For law and order, to maintain peace and security, an amount of 222 billion rupees is being allocated. These resources will strengthen policing, public safety, counter-terrorism capabilities, safe city initiatives, and modern law enforcement infrastructure to ensure the protection of lives and property across the province. An amount of rupees 72.8 billion has been allocated for the agriculture, livestock and fisheries sector, which remain a priority for us. For energy, climate and environmental sector, rupees 84 billion has been earmarked. For minorities and women development sector, rupees 3.5 billion has been provided, and these allocations have been ring-fenced and protected from